Hello, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're making one of the most iconic and delicious holiday treats, panettone. And not just any panettone, we're using a traditional method with a preferment for that extra depth of flavor and airy texture. Mix 50 grams of bread flour, 50 grams of milk, and 2 grams of instant yeast in a small bowl until you have a smooth paste. Cover the bowl with plastic wrap and let it rest at room temperature overnight or for 12 to 16 hours. Look at this. Our preferment is ready. It's doubled in size, full of bubbles, and smells amazing. Time to move on to the first dough. In a stand mixer, combine the preferment, 2 whole eggs, 1 egg yolk, 60 grams of sugar, a few drops of rum essence, and 270 grams of bread flour. Next, we'll add 70 grams of softened butter, a little at a time. This step is crucial for achieving that rich, soft texture. Knead the dough for about 8 to 10 minutes until it's smooth and elastic. Once done, transfer the dough to a lightly oiled bowl, turning it to coat all sides. Cover the bowl and let the dough rise in a warm spot for 6 to 8 hours or until it triples in size. Once the first dough has risen, soft and airy, it's time to create the next layer of flavor. Gently incorporate 2 egg yolks, 1 whole egg, 40 grams of sugar, 135 grams of bread flour, 1 tablespoon of yeast, and a quarter teaspoon of salt. Ensure the salt and yeast don't touch directly. Then infuse the dough with 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence, the zest of a lemon, and a touch of sweetness, a flavor-packed 5 grams of honey. Gently mix all the ingredients with a spatula to combine. My dough has risen beautifully, becoming light, airy, and fluffy. Carefully add the rising dough to the prepared mixture of ingredients and begin to mix gently. While kneading, gradually incorporate 70 grams of softened butter, a little at a time. Knead until the butter is fully mixed in and the dough becomes smooth and elastic. Each step brings us closer to the perfect panettone, so don't rush the process. Watch the dough transform into a smooth, elastic mass as you knead. To check the gluten development, gently stretch a small piece of dough between your fingers. If it forms a thin, translucent sheet without tearing, known as the window pan test, you've achieved the perfect gluten structure. Combine chunks of candied mango, candied orange, and plump raisins soaked in rum for the filling. The candied orange adds a citrusy brightness, while the rum-soaked raisins and sweet mango bring richness and depth. Roll the dough into a thin sheet on a lightly oiled surface. Then evenly sprinkle the dried fruits across it. Gently fold the dough to enclose the fruits, then knead lightly to distribute them evenly. Shape the dough into a smooth, round ball. Before placing the dough into the mold, insert the skewer securely through its base. Then gently transfer the dough into a paper mold, cover loosely with plastic wrap, and let it proof for 4 to 6 hours or until it rises to just below the rim of the mold. Our dough is ready to bake, but first let's add the finishing touch. Brush the top with a little egg wash, then gently score across. Place a small piece of butter in the center and sprinkle some laminated almonds over the top for an extra touch of flavor and texture. Bake this beauty at 390 degrees Fahrenheit for the first 10 minutes. Then reduce the temperature to 330 degrees Fahrenheit and bake for an additional 45 minutes. To check if it's done, insert a stick into the center. It should come out clean with no crumbs sticking to it. Cool the panettone upside down to keep the panettone light and airy. And here it is, a wonderful holiday panettone. It's soft, buttery, and packed with flavor. Whether you're gifting it or enjoying it with your family, this recipe is sure to impress. If you try it, let me know in the comments below. Happy baking!